us. Welcome to the 56th International Film Festival of India, where we celebrate the joy of cinema. This press conference is being conducted by Press Information Bureau under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Before we begin, please put your phone on silent mode or switch off your phone. And also, this is being live streamed, so all the film lovers and our media friends can watch this remotely. Today, I'm very honored and very happy to have with us the cast and crew of three international movies coming under the category Cinema of the World. First, we have from Transparent Land, we have Maxim, who is the executive producer. And from Axis of Life, we have Atanas, who is the director of the movie. And also from Those Who Whistle After Dark, which is I'm sorry, but the first Transparent Land is a Russian movie, and Axis of Life is a Bulgarian movie. And Those Who Whistle After Dark is a Turkish, Bulgarian, German production movie. And we have with us the director, Pinar, with us. And also we have the translator. I welcome you all here. Thank you so much for coming. So what we'll do is I'll first read the trailer of each movie, and then we'll have the trailer played of each respective movie. And for those who whistle, we have the poster also. So first, I'll start with Transparent Land synopsis. Set in an isolated, abandoned village, three elderly men remain the sole inhabitants, facing daily hardships, yet fiercely determined to continue living on their own terms. Their resilience highlights the emotional ties to homeland, painting a poignant portrait of aging and steadfastness in the face of abandonment and change. Can we have the trailer of Transparent Land play, please?
Живи, тварь!
That was a very intense trailer. Then now I'll say Axis of Life synopsis. A contemporary parable about three disciples on a spiritual journey with their master who understand that one of them will be chosen to be the next guru. They need to meet and overcome their weakness and fears. So, can we have the trailer of Axis of Life, please?
Do you know why you're on this pilgrimage?
I still do not know. This was given to me by my teacher before he left our world. It is high time I pass this forward. There are two ways going to the sanctuary. One goes through the mountains. It is shorter but more difficult. If we take the detour, we will get there in 6 days. We get there when we get there. We are always at the right place at the right time. I have to strengthen my faith, obviously.
You can always try with knowledge.
And you can try with love. Love can be endless.
How are we supposed to teach your heart how to love?
Please reveal yourself to me.
Now I'll read the synopsis of Those Who Whistle After Dark. Mr. Millie, the retiring manager of Natural History Museum, clumsily tries to adapt to civilian life while mourning the loss of his sister. After a supernatural encounter, his innocent middle-aged depression spirals into a major existential crisis. As he ventures into a search for the meaning of life, he seeks solace from his family, but they are busy with their own crisis. His wife, Susan, an ambitious nurse who's stuck in a life she's disappointed with, has fallen victim to a scam she cannot tell to anyone. Meanwhile, their video game addict daughter, Toprak, an unemployed aspiring writer, hopes to run away from an increasingly bleak future in Turkey. Soon, they are all haunted by the ghost of abandoned dreams and alternate possibilities, quite literally. As Millie, Susan, and Toprak mourn their dreams and struggle with their seemingly earthly problems, the film's intercut with documentary style interviews from actual ghosts. We don't have the trailer, but we do have the poster, and that is the poster. And we are like very, very happy about one thing, that all these three incredible movies had their world premiere at Iffi, which is, I think, is amazing. And Axis of Life and Transparent Land had already had their premiere, and Those Who Whistle After Land has its premiere tomorrow, and she's really excited also, right? Okay, so first we'll have an opener remark of all these people. We'll start with, can you start? Can you, yeah, you can say about the movie, your movie, and anything about the movie, and also if you, everything.
Yeah. Do you hear me now? Yeah. I don't want to relate about the movie, what it's all about, but maybe tell you a little bit of background for it. And I think it speaks even more for what our story is about. Uh, for me, this journey began really long ago. 10 years ago, I was traveling um, to the Far East, and I woke up in the morning at about 5:30, 6 o'clock when I was on the plane, and I saw India at early dawn. It was this magical color when the sun goes out. So I started crying for no reason. I didn't know why. And something in my heart was telling me, like, Mother India is calling you. That's how I refer to it even now. And it happened 5 years later that I met this guy over there, our producer at Vrindavan, at a moment that where I really didn't want to be a film director anymore. And he said, "Why don't you read the script that I'm bringing?" So we had. I read it straight away. We had a friendly conversation on the streets of Vrindavan, and he just asked me, Are you willing to be a director of this?" And I couldn't say no. So that's how this magical journey started for me and everyone who participated, because it was a pilgrimage not only for the four guys in the film, but also for each one of us as a crew. And I'm so happy that now at this day, actually yesterday we had our world premiere also in India at Go, and I feel we returned back home. We returned this film to where it belongs, and there were so many magical moments that happened during this process that I even can't describe. So it's a magic for us, and I believe it will be for you too.
Yeah. It's a full circle moment in Iffi, and it's your, how was the response of your movie?
I felt it really fine, but there is something that I'm so emotional inside myself that I'm kind of blind to the outside. I was so happy to be here, so happy to have all our main actors here, because we are a big team. Like Victor brought 12 people from the crew from Bulgaria to here, which is really thanks to his efforts. So we were enjoying the time of our lives, I think, and I think it connected with Indian audience. That's how I felt it. Yeah, I especially think that it may speak to younger audiences, because there is something in it that maybe would relate to young people.
Thank you. But now you want to say something about your movie?
Thank you. Um, where should I start? Well, I'll just start how it came to me. Um, I don't know India, but in Turkey, change is like the biggest sin you can ever commit. You know, like my mother's. I lived in the U.S. for a little bit, and my mother, whenever she is really, really angry with me, she her worst comment is always like, "You've changed." And of course, I'm 37. You know, like everybody changes, and they change too. I kind of get why we are so scared of change because as somebody discovers themselves and like retracts and goes on a discovery journey, we tend to scared about whether we get left behind as their families, as their friends. So we tend to hold people down when they start to change, especially the loved ones. And that's always a big clash in families, especially. And this story is also about three people, a mother, a father, both middle-aged, and their adult daughter, that are going through different crises, and they're changing, at the brink of changing. Regardless of their age, they're coming of age, you know, and basically it's this clash that they're going through, and the film really questions: how can we discover ourselves and still belong to a group? This clash between individualism and belonging, and one thing that is in common with all of them is having to let go of an idea of themselves that they had previously. And some dreams don't come true, certain things you have to let go, and having to mourn this idea of yourself and embrace this new reality that you have. It's something that they're all going through. And for me, it was the story starts with the sighting of a ghost, and because the father is going through this crisis. And then I thought, what is a better way to observe these three people from the outside view of the ghosts, and the ghosts of their dreams that are dead now, or the ghosts of their unfulfilled lives that they thought they would have. So it's a film that plays with genre. It's a playful film. It has elements of comedy, which balances this more melancholic, you know, existential undertone, and hopefully it will speak to audiences here too, culturally.
Yeah, we can't wait for the movie. Maxim, you want to share?
Thank you. I will be speak Russian. Ну, во-первых, спасибо большое Индии за теплый гостеприимный прием.
Thank you very much how India welcomed them. They're very happy with the warm welcome in Goa.
Мы приехали немножечко пораньше и посетили много мест, и Индия очень похожа на Россию.
They came a little in advance so they could see surrounding all around and get accustomed to the weather, and it's very similar to Russia in summer.
И обе страны очень большие и многонациональные.
Both the countries, they're very big and very big in culture.
И только в России снег, а у вас жара.
Only in Russia is snow, and here sand and heat.
Ну, немножко о фильме.
Something about movie.
Для меня было очень важно, и вообще у нас такая проблема в России, глобализация, люди уезжают из малых населенных пунктов в большие города.
We have a big problem that from the villages people want to move to big cities and have a big salary and enjoy the life.
И мы встретились с режиссером Дмитрием Давыдовым, который живет в отдаленной деревне на краю России, в Якутии.
When I met Dmitry Давыдов, he is staying very far in Yakutia.
В маленькой деревне.
In small village.
Но является довольно-таки большим мастером режиссуры и снял огромное количество фильмов у себя в регионе.
He shoot lots of big movies in his region.
И решили рассказать историю о том, что уход людей из малых населенных пунктов в большие города
We want to show the story about how the people are leaving the old villages and going to big cities.
и переселяясь, они теряют свою культуру, свой язык, свои ценности, и в конечном итоге превращаются просто в людей без корней, без какого-то признака, откуда они.
When they're leaving the villages, they're losing the culture, the native places, forgetting what they are, from where they belongs to, and not even coming back to see.
Забывают, кто они, где их земля и где их родители.
Forgetting where they belongs from, the families, the grandparents, the houses, how the grandparents was living that time.
Да, поэтому кто-нибудь видел вчера фильм отсюда?
Anyone was watching the movie yesterday?
Yes? Thank
The
you.
hand? How many people?
Это для нас очень важно сделать мировую премьеру у вас в Индии. Здесь было.
It's very important to make the worldwide in India this premiere movie,
Потому что, мне кажется, у вас такие же проблемы, как и у нас.
because I think that you have the same problems like in Russia, in India, the same problems are going on right now here.
Поэтому спасибо большое за прием, и давайте пообщаемся.
Yeah, and thanks a lot for warm welcome, and let's talk if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I'll open the floor for questions. Any questions? How's Iffi and India treating you all? You wanna start?
Yeah, I can start.
Yeah.
There's only one sentence that I can say. I feel at home. Yeah, yeah. More at home than at my than at my real home.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Why so? What has been different?
Referring to Mother India, I feel this energy that I maybe missed in my life, early childhood. So that's something very personal, but I want to share that here I feel this warm embrace, and all these people that I see, all the faces, kind of feel me really accepted and hugged. So that's how I feel here.
That's very, very
Yeah.
sweet. Thank you so much. We love you too. India loves you. Okay, Pina, you want to say?
For our team, it's our first time in India, and it's for us. It's very different. The geography is. My producer and I, on our way to the hotel, we were taking pictures of everything, and it's so beautiful. Nothing could have prepared us for the beauty of what it's like here, and it feels so different. And then whenever we speak to people, or whenever we explain the problem, which is so personal to me, speak about the film's main issues, I really see a look of recognition, and I think it's interesting to see this certain things has really resonates, and that's for me it's always an emotional experience. So I think but I've only spent a day so far here, so I'm still excited to explore the rest of Goa and Iffi especially. But it's been amazing so far.
Мне очень понравились в первую очередь люди. Очень теплые, открытые, чувственные.
The most important, I really like the people, how they're warm and open and very happy inside and heart.
Именно здесь я встретил огромное количество русских людей, которые, наоборот, веселые, как будто бы они живут последний день в своей жизни.
Here in Goa, I've seen the Russian people who stay here, and he've seen how they're happy inside and heart. I mean, like they're living the last day.
Поэтому приезжайте в Россию, проведите в России так же, как наши ребята проводят время здесь.
Please come to Russia and enjoy the way how the other Russian people are enjoying here in Goa.
А в России вас встретят теплые, гостеприимные, уважаемые, уважающие вас люди.
In Russia, people will warm welcome you with respect, with smile and warmness.
Поэтому спасибо вам, как людям, и приезжайте к нам, узнайте, что такое, какая Россия изнутри.
Thanks a lot, and please come to Russia. Who never been in Russia, and you will see our culture, our people, and all what you never seen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invite also. The next question.
My question is for Atnis from Access of Life. You said that your movie might resonate much more with the younger audiences. Can you elaborate more on that, especially because we are addicted to our phones and we don't go out into nature that much? So could you tell us a little more about that?
Yes, I will. I was really amazed because we had a couple of screenings in Bulgaria, and we showed the film even to some close friends and so on. And something that I didn't expect was that it connected with many people at the age of 20, 25, something that was a kind of miracle in my eyes, because I never thought that this film would speak to these people. But there is this thing. Not only this generation, but all of us are already dopamine addicts. It's something that we need to be aware of. Nobody can like sit and watch a scene where you have cuts of 30 seconds because we want the next rush of dopamine in our blood. So we want fast, fast, fast. But there is some magic that happens at certain moment. I'm sure that many of you, if you start watching this film, they will be anxious and say, come on, it's too slow. But at some point, breathing in and breathing out with it, you just connect to something deeper and bigger that's within the deep breath and not within this rush that we all have. So I think each person, and miraculously younger people somehow have this need inside them just to get out of this hysterical pace and fastness where everything happens. So I don't know, but somehow it works there. And something more I wish to say, I mentioned it yesterday at the beginning of our screening, but we have this really big challenge in our lives where AI is coming and is taking over. It's taking over, and now we can say that intellectually, and we are not the king of the jungle anymore. There is something bigger than us. But we have something else. We have feelings, we have hearts, we can cry. Can the machine do this? No. So there's something that's completely our territory, and this festival is our territory of our feelings, of our needs to share, to be compassionate to each other. So this film is part of this vein, and I'm sure the film of these people too. Their films. Yeah. So let's celebrate this moment.
My question is to makers of Transparent Lands. To answer actually your earlier question, yesterday the theater was quite full. I know even 2-3 colleagues of mine, but they have gone to watch the next today's screening. So first, I could not understand the metaphor of one of the dying men throwing out the mouse that he had captured. And second, the Indo-Russian friendship goes back decades. We are Russia is giving quite competition to other countries when it comes to technology. When will we see Russia giving competition to other filmmakers from the world?
Я не понял вопрос.
Can you repeat again? Can you please repeat the...
One dying old man throws away the mouse that he had captured before dying. He throws away. And I think even the mouse has died along with him. So what was that metaphor?
Так как, видимо, только вы видели фильм,
I think only you was seeing the movie.
То у меня к вам вопрос. А что подумали вы в этот момент?
He have a question to you. What you thought about that in that moment?
Not just old man, that mouse was also getting liberated from that life, those memories. It felt like that, maybe. That's my interpretation.
Вы прекрасно поняли фильм.
Yes, you understood very well the movie. It's correct.
Just a couple of hours ago, we saw some very different Iranian movie from we normally used to see. So that kind of change, when will we see from Russia? Some commercial movies which we'll enjoy, some interesting, what you call it, escapist movies. You will go and enjoy it, the laughter, the chase, the action. That kind of drama I would like to see from Russian filmmakers.
What type movie? Just repeat again.
Kind of Jackie Chan movies, the Bond movies,
we have
that
lots.
kind of escapist movies, where you go out.
В России огромное количество экшн-фильмов.
В России, in Russia, lots of action movies.
Но эти фильмы редко попадают на кинофестивали.
But they very rarely come for the film festivals.
Если вы мне дадите свой контакт, я вам пришлю несколько ссылок на такие фильмы.
If you will give me your number, I will send you lots of links on those movies. You'll see lots.
Вы насладитесь.
You will like it.
Но для нас очень важно, именно для меня, как для продюсера, когда мы снимаем такой фильм, как Transparent Lens.
Для меня очень важно, как продюсер...
По-английски.
Ой. Sorry. For me, very important as a producer, like movie what we shoot.
Чтобы у режиссера была боль.
For the... сейчас...
Переживания.
So that everyone have that feeling of the wariness, the feelings of the what is going on.
И чтобы я ему помог создать его высказывания в виде фильма.
And then I'm helping him to give them the story and make it as a movie.
И поэтому, если для режиссера будет важно сделать это в экшн-форме, в жанровой, мы, конечно, сделаем так. Но в данном случае это медитативное расследование или исследование темы умирающих мест, где мы теряем свои корни и теряем свою природу существования.
Yeah, so I wanted again to show you that how we are losing our life, how it was before, and I want to show you that it's what is going on now, right now.
Спасибо вам за вопросы и спасибо, что вы были на фильме.
Thank you very much for your questions and for that you've been in the movie. Yeah.
Just one question to Axis of Life. Why do you think making one of the disciples woman would have added some nuance to the film?
A good question. Actually, we were asked many times, why are they only men? Why are they white? Why there isn't somebody that is, let's say, darker color or anything? Does it matter, actually? We are all humans. There is a feminine energy in the film. It's not one of the disciples, but there is a woman in this film that is only one, and she has equal energy to all those combined together, and some insight into powers and spirituality that is not available to men. So I think there is a feminine presence that compensates largely for not having a disciple who is a woman.
Beautiful interaction. Thank you so much to all the panelists for being here. My question is to Pinar and to other team members as well. You all are finding this connect with Goa. Like you came here, you are clicking pictures, you are fascinated with the vibrancy and the colors this place has. So do you people plan to shoot your next film here? Any theme which can fascinate you, which can turn into a film shot in Goa?
If there are any producers in the room, please find me. Yeah, it would be a very amazing experience, I think, to shoot something here, because we were. I think people started making fun of us because we were taking everything is so cinematic.
It was like a recce to the next film if you were clicking the pictures.
It's so cinematic. Honestly, like I would love to shoot something here. I think I would need to spend more time to look at it from the inside, because I think I wouldn't want to be a person that looks from the outside and shoots here just for the look of it. You know, it would be good to tell a story from inside here, and that's why I wish I could stay here more, and I hope I will be back to stay longer.
My question is to Painaj, if I got it right. Okay. I wanted to ask you about. You said that your movie has comedic and melancholic parts. As a director, what do you enjoy writing more about, if you have a preference? And is there a different shooting process or directorial process you go through when you're shooting these different scenes with your actors and producers?
Thank you for the question. Let me think for a second. I hope I can explain this well. I have a very specific, because I did short films before. It's my first feature, but in everything that I do, I come from a family that is very hardworking, and I really want to make them proud. I really want to like perform well, and there's always this pressure to suppress certain sharper parts of yourself, sometimes the anger, disappointment, negative things. And so I'm very drawn to, I have this like the person that I am with people that I love, where it's softer and more embracing, encouraging, etc. And then I have another different life, and I think everybody does this too. So I'm very fascinated with who people are when there's nobody else, because I think there's a different crazy side that comes out, and so this inner life and outer life, I try to find with magical realism in my films, things where, or a genre where we can't really understand what's happening outside and what's happening on the inner world of the character. and that's what I'm really drawn to. That's why there is this playful element, and I not as a filmmaker, but also as a person, I like to mix heavier, serious things with a little bit of how can I say this? My grandmother was a really good cook, and she always put a little bit of salt in sweet things whenever she was cooking, and a little bit of sugar, and so otherwise it's too bland, you know. And I take this formula, I try to apply it to also films. I think it's a thing that works. And that's why there's this mix of playfulness and or comedy and melancholia. And we work. My actor, one of my actors is here, Emrah. We really spend a lot of time talking about all the things that we say out loud, and all the things that we should have said but never say, or all the things that weren't supposed to be said out loud, especially to people that we love. So that's more than I think the the lines of the actors. We always speak about the things that they think but never say. Working with actors, I never say, okay, this is a moment where you're disappointed. I always say, feel this but never show it. Like, try to not show it, because that's how we live. That's the way I work. I don't know if this answers. Okay.
Pina, you're from Turkey, right? So we've been seeing and experiencing the changing geopolitical relations between both the countries. As an independent filmmaker, what role or what responsibility do you see an independent filmmaker having to strengthen this soft power? To strengthen the soft power, because we call cinema and our content as soft power.
Can you explain soft power a little bit more?
The cinema and the content that we are having.
Yes.
So how do you see yourself strengthening this particular relationship between the countries, between the two countries?
I try to tell stories that are very local, but that speaks internationally. The more individual I think, like, or the more personal I can get, the more wider it becomes. So that's what I try to do. It's the first time that we are showing the film, so hopefully I'll see if it was successful. But I think I guess as an indie filmmaker, what has been difficult for Turkish filmmakers is there is a specific film that that usually finds more festival outreach and certain issues. But there are a lot of other issues, local issues that we deal with, that I think is parallel to everyone in the world. You know, so I love all kinds of films, but as a filmmaker, I try to focus on those interpersonal relationship issues, and hopefully that finds a home. Yeah. I hope I answered. No, I did. I'm so sorry.
Has it been easy? Has it been more difficult after these changing geopolitical shifts between both the countries for you to bring your stuff here?
It's getting harder and harder for Turkish filmmakers to, just with the changing geopolitical scene of Turkey. I think it's it's becoming harder and harder to have an authentic voice and be able to say out loud what you really want to say out loud, and that's been like a pressure, I think, for all filmmakers from Turkey.
How this can be resolved? That's what
I
the
don't have an
question is.
answer for this. I'm so sad I don't have an answer. But it's like something that we discuss every day. I don't know. I think it's I think everyone is gonna have to find an answer for themselves, because every time you make a film and try to fight it, you take a risk, and it depends on who you are, where you stand as a filmmaker, what you are risking, your answer is gonna change depending on that. So I'm not able to speak too openly. Thank you.
We'll take one last question.
If we have time. Yeah, I had two questions. But we'll take one, but I'll say those two anyway. We can discuss them later. So the first was for Pinar, because I feel like everybody's not seen the film yet. Maybe your film has been a co-production with other countries. Maybe you could just speak to us about that journey. And the second question, which has partly been answered, I wanted to ask everyone was how to ensure that there is a local contemporary expression to your film while still making it internationally relevant and accessible. That was something I wanted to ask Adonis as well, but perhaps you can answer just the first one.
Yeah, you can also ask Adonis that question.
Okay. So we can begin with the co-production. Yeah.
We were actually co-production with. It was a Bulgarian and German co-production now with Turkey, and it's been an amazing experience, really. Also, I think maybe that also goes to your question, how we can, take a stance against local geopolitical governmental stances is try to find filmmakers, like-minded filmmakers across the globe, and try to make, join our powers to do all we can. And that's what we did. We had a really good German co-producer, a really good Bulgarian co-producer, and I think we spent also a lot of time because we were planning to shoot the film right before the pandemic. So we had a long time during the pandemic to do nothing else but to think about the script, to talk about the script. And I think we used that, we tried to use that time to our advantage, really discussing the script with our co-producers. And maybe that goes to your second question, where we basically found it was interesting to see what every co-producer, every collaborator, international, finds something or attaches something personal to themselves from the film. And that was the way we worked, basically.
So our film was actually shot in Bulgaria and also in Turkey. So we don't have Turkish co-production, but let's say speaking like a territory, making it local, it was filmed in Bulgaria and our neighboring country. But how does local make sense? What does it mean actually? It is meaningful only in the sense that it brings authenticity to the story. I don't think that from the very beginning we wanted to make a local authenticity in this dimension, because we have our leading actor is from Denmark. We have actors from Italy, from Turkey, also from Scotland. We have Bulgarian actors, we have Macedonian actors. But the real local thing that happens is when all these people come together, and now we are still here we haven't met for 2 or 3 years, and we meet each other and we feel like brothers and sisters in this company. So we created this sort of environment for this connection through this film and through our interaction that is really intimate and really personal, and each one connects with their character and with each other. So this is what is really meaningful. So if it's global in this way, let it be global. But it's local to us because we feel it this way.
Thank you so much. With that, we'll just wind up the session. Thank you so much to all of you for coming here. And I'm very happy for you guys' premiere here. So before we wind up, we have a small momentum. Can you guys just come to the front?